Good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to see you again. Small bravery and big change. Well, it feels like it's a big bravery. Just before I came out, I started to feel this tingling feeling in your stomach. You know, when you're thinking, oh my word, it's happening. I wasn't sure if I can do it. But then again, why not? I was curious to see if I can come out here and share my thoughts with you. I was finding the courage to come out here and maybe fail forward, make mistakes and learn from them and make myself better because of that. This TEDx talks about the power of curiosity, the courage to try, and the conscious living as young people. I already asked you the question about the chicken and the egg. Now I would like to ask you another very simple question. When was the last time you truly wanted to know something? You were curious about something. Maybe this morning when you were walking to school and you looked at the sky, you could have thought, is it going to rain today? Or maybe you saw some clouds and you were wondering, oh, could I jump on those clouds? My question for today was, what am I doing on this stage? I have a message that I would like to share with you. Discoveries often begin with small questions. We ask questions every day, from ourselves, from our peers, from our families. This curiosity isn't just a skill, it's an act of bravery. Because to be curious, it means admitting that we don't know something yet. And in the world that rewards certainty, it takes real courage to ask questions and go for the answer, to find out that answer. Curiosity drives exploration, creativity, and connection. It is what makes us ask, what if and why not? But curiosity isn't just for inventors or scientists. It's what happens when you see someone sitting alone and think, why does that happen? Or what could I do to make them feel better? This curiosity too, the kind that leads to empathy, is crucial in our lives. It's crucial because when we wonder about others, we begin to see that there's more than one way to be right and more than one story to understand. Of course, when we are curious, we try new things, we explore, and when we try something new, we often fail. Maybe not all of us, some of us. But failure isn't the opposite of success. Often we feel, oh, I'm not really good at that. Well, I maybe shouldn't be doing it at all. But it's the opposite. Because trying something new is progress. It's making ourselves better. We live in a world that is obsessed with perfect rates, lovely clothes, a perfect life on social media. Yet, that is not always what we need to look for. Every time we share an idea, and even if our heart is racing, just like mine right now, and every time we stand up for someone, even when it's uncomfortable, we are showing courage. And failing forward means making mistakes that teach us, instead of defining us. Every first attempt, every awkward, messy beginning is a seed of growth in all of us. So don't be afraid to start small, and don't be afraid to fail forward, even if it means to start something 3 times. Young people in the audience, and I can only see young people, you have something incredibly powerful in you, and that is the ability to live consciously. That is noticing what's around you, noticing how your choices, even the tiny ones, affect others, and noticing how your words can lift someone up or pull them down. Every moment, you have a choice. We all have a choice. Choosing kindness over popularity, choosing honesty over what's easy, and choosing curiosity over judgment. These choices build your character, build our character, and it also builds our community. Living consciously isn't about living the perfect life. Perfect life looks differently in each of our minds, but it's about being aware and choosing with intention. When I wake up, how will I react to things? How will I speak today? How will I approach situation that comes my way? And these small mindful choices that you make every day, they shape the better world. They shape your little world around you. They shape our school community and the community of the city, the country, and the world. I've been a teacher for a couple of years now, and one thing I can say for certain, that children and young people are often our best teachers. Often we dismiss them because we think, oh, we don't know anything yet. But when you look at it closely and you think about their actions, you see that children are honest. Children are not afraid to ask why. They ask you so many times, right? How many of you have young children at home? How many times do you hear the words, why? They're not afraid. They want to know. And they find joys in the smallest things around them. Finding a leaf on the street, and that's their best day ever. And they never stop trying. They never stop trying even when they make mistakes. They learn from them and they do things in a new way. Us adults, we often think that children need to be taught. But maybe learning goes both ways. Maybe we should spend a little more time with children and young adults and have a conversation and see what can we learn from each other today. Young people's questions, creativity and courage inspire the adults around us to see the world more clearly, to look at things in a kind way, even when we have a different opinion about something. But most importantly, to be curious, to want to understand, to want to know, why are you feeling the way you do? How can I help? Let's never underestimate the voice of young people. Let's never underestimate the voice of us. It can shift perspectives, it can change conversations, and it definitely softens hearts. So here's what I would like you to remember. Big discoveries of any kind start with small questions. Curiosity is bravery. Courage lives in the small, everyday choices we make. And even the tiniest actions, a kind word, a brave question, a conscious decision can create a big change. Young adults and everybody here, we are not just the future, but we are the present. So let's stay curious, let's be brave enough to try, and let's fail forward. Live consciously and remind everybody around ourselves that sometimes children and young adults are the best teachers of all. Now together we can shape the world led by curious, courageous, and conscious minds. Thank you.